Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your reading for April 18th through the 23rd. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on in your energy. What is the best message, please, for Cancer Leo this beautiful mid-month? And this reading is for your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, and, of course, for cross-watchers. So anyone cross-watching, just remember, roles could be vice versa. It's a general reading. This is gaining support. I feel like I'm gaining support, but we have some fragmented energy over here. I do feel this gaining support, maybe from supervisors, friends, something of this nature. But we do have this fragmenting energy, meaning that you're kind of pulled in different directions at this mid-month. So there could be a lot of things going on around you, whether you're feeling a little stuck in one area, could be your professional life. Maybe you're trying to move up the ladder, do something, but it does feel like you're kind of being pulled in different directions over here. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Fragmented energy. Well, trying to stay out of the fear or anything that's going to keep you inside your mind. So it does feel like with the fragmented energy, though, you are doing as much as you can to keep yourself out of any kind of fear base of anxieties or anything like this. It just feels like you're kind of pulled in so many different directions that you just don't want to get stuck. And I feel like, you're trying to trust in what everybody has to say. Try to trust within your own intuition that this is the way things have to be. It feels like there's a lot of leadership opportunities that might also be going on around you, to where you actually have to maybe step up to the plate for something, and just maybe not sure exactly how to rein this in just yet. And maybe it's trying to keep yourself in the fear mode, out of the fear mode of falling behind in certain areas or losing control of the situation at hand. And really just trying to maybe touch base with your assertive side, on how to keep everything going the way you need it to. Maybe even feeling like you are trying to keep control of the reins and fearing, just kind of that fear of losing control of the situation. And I can kind of see that maybe that's where that gaining support is coming from, that I kept feeling like, maybe you would want other people to really try to support the ideas, or maybe step in to help a little, where you feel like maybe you're doing kind of all the work. Let's see what's going on. Clarifying on the present over here with the fragmented energy and no fears. So you're doing a good job of not doing that. There's a lot of great gratitude going on around you, or you might even have someone who's very grateful that you have stepped up to the plate. But I do feel like it's two different energies here. It does feel like they're very grateful that you're here to be able to do the things that you're doing. And also, you are also having the great gratitude that you're allowed to do such a thing, right? That you have this opportunity at hand to be able to do this. So not really giving up any hope over here. That's very good. You do have this loving person around you. It could be, a potential, could be a potential lover, who is helping you out that you don't even know that they're around just yet as a potential lover. Wow, that's very interesting. And then you have also, it could just be a good friend, or maybe your loved one now. For some of you, it feels like a potential lover, like somebody you don't even realize is going to actually want to take the steps towards you. Interesting. So it does feel like you have this person around you who's very grateful that you're there. Maybe that's where the support is also coming from. They're supporting you and you're helping support them. But with the planning and action being upside down, it's like you're not, it has something to do with this potential lover over here. There's no plan of action for you to actually, how am I going to say that? It's kind of like you have this potential lover around you, but it's not something you plan to do. It wasn't like in the planning. I'm so busy doing all these other things. They come towards me and want to have a relationship with me. It wasn't something that was planned. It was unforeseen. That's exactly what it is. So there's no real plan of action to do anything at this time. Wow, that's gonna throw you for a loop. Wow, that's a twist. There's a twist to a reading that I didn't foresee coming. Wow. So not having any kind of plan of action because you're so busy doing all these other things. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind, but they're moving in on you. Yeah, not traveling toward them. There's no planning and action to actually travel towards this person. Yeah, there's no hidden motivations. You don't even see that they had any kind of hidden motivations because the person doesn't really have hidden motivations. It just kind of is happening. It's one of those, it's just happening. It wasn't one of those things that they planned or you planned or anybody planned. It's just one of those things. We've seen relationships like this. We see it a lot, right? It just happened. So people be like, so how'd you become boyfriend and girlfriend, or how did you get married? It just happened. That's exactly what's going on here. The taking steps is just the taking steps towards each other, and it's more like kind of baby steps. But like I said, it was not a planned thing. It's just happening. As you're getting closer and helping each other out and doing these kind of things, it's just falling into place that way, I guess is the way it could be. Huh. It's just kind of falling in place. No one had any hidden motives. They didn't have any hidden motives like, well, if I get, Cancer Leo over here closer to me, then I can go ahead and make my move. It's not like that. Not like that at all. It's just something that's falling into place. And like I said, I think it's more unforeseen, and even if they are hitting on you, and it's almost like unconscious behavior. It's unconscious steps. You guys are growing together, but you're not consciously aware how much you're actually falling into place. Yeah, thank you. Unconsciously, it's definitely unconscious. It's just happening. It's like one of those crazy movies that you see, like you see these action-packed movies, and it's like, we're all going to die, and then all of a sudden, they're helping each other out, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, you guys just need to, be together. It's kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of like the movie The Mummy. You know what I mean? Or it's like, can you and Brandon just please get together, And that's exactly what is happening, like some crazy action-packed movie where, things are happening. It's just because you guys are at two service of each other. So they're feeling the great gratitude of you helping out and them helping you out, and it's all this being at service of each other, or getting great advice, or being there to cry on each other's shoulders. However it is, but there's also this fragmented energy, and the fragmented energy is what's pulling everything in its different ways because you're just so busy. The fragmented energy is literally telling me about this multitasking and all these other things that are going on around you that's keeping you from realizing that this person is actually getting closer to you. Yeah, it's just unforeseen. Yeah, no one's guarding anything. It's just happening. They're going to come to you, or you're going to come to them, but it feels like, once again, it's because you're at service of each other, really helping each other out, that you're both offering this cup of love and compassion. Wow, from a place that you are not seeing it as actually being a love tie. It's just this friendly tie, this is the way it's supposed to be. And it's just, there was under determination to even, really offer this cup, because that was not the intention. And that was not really their intention either. It's just like the universe is pulling you together through whatever is going on, right? Because there's something cloudy, there's something fragmented, there's a lot of things going on. It feels like in the mid-month you're going to have a very bad day, or they're going to have a very bad day, and you're going to come to their help. Look at this. It's going to be you. It's going to be you, it looks like. Now, I'll remind you, it could be the other way around, but in this reading, it really looks like you coming to offer them support when they've been supporting you this whole time. Now you're going to see, now it's taking that turn. Now you're going to come because they feel like they're traveling in some gloom and doom, some bad day. The day is hazy and gray. And you're going to come and offer this love and this support. It just feels like they're just having a really rough time. They may have felt like they did something guilty, that made them feel guilty. Maybe they feel guilty because they don't want to put this kind of burden. They don't want to put this kind of burden on you. So you could, see that they're kind of not real happy about having to tell you something. Maybe at first they were willing to say something, and then afterwards they have kind of this guilt, like I shouldn't be telling them that stuff because I don't want them to feel bad for me, or something of this nature, right? I don't want to bring them down, or I shouldn't be causing my drama on them, or something of this nature. They're not sure where exactly they should take the action, because as their feelings for you start really growing, as you're showing them more love and compassion, they don't really know what to do. Because it is showing you guys are getting closer, but they're not sure exactly how to tell you about these feelings that they actually have for you. And they don't know how to actually give this or show this or let you know this, or it could be you. Right? Take it how it resonates. But somebody definitely does not know exactly how to express how they're starting to feel about maybe one another. So there is this holding back. I'm not going to show you this cup of love because I'm not sure if you're going to want to take it, Cancer, Leo. I'm not sure, if you want this cup of love. There's a little bit of insecurities about how they're feeling. They're not sure if this is a good idea, or you're not sure if this is a good idea. To be doing so, and so it's withholding the coin, it's withholding the cup. Maybe you're afraid that it's going to ruin a beautiful friendship. Sometimes that does happen, right? I love this person so much, and even though I have feelings about them, or I have feelings about you, I don't really want to do this because I'm afraid that if it doesn't work, we won't be friends anymore. So it's definitely, or they're just afraid that you're not going to take the cup. But over here with the no fear, it's, you keeping yourself out of these anxieties. But I do feel like this card could go this way when it comes to this other situation. So where you're trying to hold down the fort, we'll say, and other areas of your life, you're just trying to keep yourself from being overwhelmed with any kind of emotions. But when it comes to this certain piece here, I feel this other person does have the fear. They have the fear of coming towards you. They have the fear of losing a very good friend, colleague, maybe having a relationship at work, however it is. And so there's a lot of fear based going on that. That's going to keep them within their mind. Like I said, if it is you, then your card is going to be, I fear none of that, but I am definitely fearing that I'm having feelings for this person. And I don't want to ruin something. It's very common. What if it doesn't work? You get all these anxieties. So it feels like right now they're just not going to really 100% come towards you. Now, you might already know that they're starting to have feelings. That does not say that here you do not know. You might end up sensing it, that something is going on. And maybe it's also because you're sensing that you are liking them as well, because I do feel this pull towards both of you. But you could be kind of in your mind, why are they stepping back a little? Why are they not coming and saying something to me? Because you obviously feel the emotional, kind of the emotional tie there. So it does have this kind of worrisome, like, maybe I only feel that way, maybe they don't, but it feels like you both kind of have this pull together. But it's just something that's not 100% being expressed verbally. You see what I'm saying? You might see it in their eyes. They might see it in some of the things that, the way they're holding themselves. you know, physical features of stuff like that, but actual verbalization has not been made. I just feel like it's overwhelming factors, and it does feel like someone is frustrated though, because it feels like the frustration is coming from not saying something or scared to say something or about the situation. So it is causing some kind of inner frustration, inner conflict, not being able to express what they really want to say. Um, so there is definitely a holdback at this time. Absolutely. And being aware of the fear. There it is, the awareness of the fear, that what if I don't get this? What if I get rejected? There's just so much fear. Um, Maybe they only like me as a friend. Maybe they don't see me that way. Maybe I'm picking up wrong signals. Because I do feel there's signals. Um, and there's a lot of this, feeling like, I don't know. But on this fragmented energy over here, that's actually fragmenting the energy as well. So, yeah, it's definitely fragmenting the energy. So there's a lot of fragmenting energy going on around you at the mid-month, kind of overworked, and then this relationship over here that you have, which kind of gives you Three of Swords in its own way. This is just a lot of conflict going on around you, trying to get everything done, trying to come to compromises around the situations that you're holding the reins to, and trying to get, maybe this work done. Maybe you have a lot of paperwork, reining in the kids, however it is. But whatever it all started, where they were supporting you and really helping, yeah, it just shows that there's a lot going on within this situation. Wow. It's just finding the inner peace within yourself. I think that once really this over here and all the multitasking, everything starts settling down, and you do find that inner peace within yourself, and really start, feeling like you're not pulled in so many different directions. Um, you'll be able to really reflect upon the situation and knowing that everything's going to be okay, but then you'll see things are a little bit different, um, around this potential love situation. And that's why we call it potential, because it's not showing that it's 100% in a foundation of that yet. It's showing the potential is on its way, for the two of you to actually get together in the right way, right? Making the lovers actually come this way, right? So, and so that's definitely potential, right? But right now, you're just saying, right now, I hold all the keys and I'm holding all the resources. I'm just really holding on to the simplicities of life at this time. And this is really what your energy is saying that you need to just continue to keep doing, is this simplicity thing, really trying to get to where you are. But your mind, on the other hand, trying to get all these things done, is very excessively overworked. And you might even be like overthinking certain other situations as you're trying to move around and maneuver other things. Um, but I just feel like once you actually do really get that calmness and that, settling down, and get your life back on that status quo of where, it's just simple. I'm just going to sit down and drink some tea and not worry about bouncing here and bouncing there and going over here and doing this. Um, you'll have, a better opportunity to think about what the situation really is. You guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, um, for a lot of you. And, and yeah, it just feels like that's where that's really going to be. For others of you, could be definitely some kind of, fire sign as well. Could be a Sag. Um, could be a Sagittarius, which is crazy. I just did a Sag reading where they were with a Cancer, but that's kind of crazy. Um, but it could be a Sag or a. I see more Aries than I do anything anything else. Um, but yeah. So once you get to this place here and you're really calming down, I think this is when you're really going to be able to really speak your mind, Yeah, really speak your mind and really start looking at this person. And I think that that's going to be the thing too, is you're actually going to really be able to look at what's really going on around you and really being able to get the clarity to the understanding of how starry-eyed this person really is about you and what the closeness entails, and what are the details, and really being able to focus on the details, of this potential love relationship, as it's going to kind of, I think once you get calm, it's going to kind of smack you in the face over here and be like, wait a minute, they do like me. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, wait a minute. There is potential over here. And this card is talking about potential. It's talking about the potential and the clarity and the healthy relationships and them being starry-eyed about you. And I think that's really what it is. Once you really kind of sit down with time to yourself, you're really going to say, wait a second. They sure were there a lot. And I'm starting to think, maybe they like me. And for a lot of you, it's going to be they like me the way I like them. And I think this is going to be the major arcana to this potential love relationship, because it's now bringing in the clarity and understanding that they're not just here, just as my good friend. They're actually coming towards me. But like I said, not purposely. Remember, was not intentional. It just happened over time. The more you spend time together, the more you realize how much you adore this person. And that's really what it's saying. Wow. They really are starry-eyed about me. They really do adore me. And I'm starting to feel the same. For a lot of you, you're going to, really feel that. And that's really where the perfect timing is really going to start really zooming in over here. And once again, that intuition and that clarity is really going to, I'm just going to say, kind of smack you across the face, because, when we get really busy, we miss things. It's almost like our naiveness kind of comes in, because this is not a naive thing. It's more of an unaware thing. I'm too busy to actually see the small details. So it's really attaining to the details that are around you and going, oh my gosh, and it's kind of like this moon up here is pulling the two of you closer together, for the right reasons. Okay, so yeah, and this is definitely the time when you're really going to be able to, get clarity and really reflect upon the situation. That light bulb is going to kind of go off, inside your mind, and knowing this is what's really going on. And like I said, if you do feel like towards the end of the mid-month, all of a sudden they kind of pull back, then you'll know exactly why, because of that fear and that, those emotional, deep feelings that they're starting to have. So you'll actually understand that too, and really start getting into that as well. Oh, now I get why they kind of pulled back towards the end, because they're feeling emotions for me. That's when they're a little fearful. Okay. Or like I said, or it could be you. And then it could be vice versa, right? Because then it would be like you're having the clarity and understanding that you really do like them, and then they'll kind of get the clarity and understanding that you like them. So like I said, cross watchers, it could be the other way around. Okay. But no matter what, you're still going to have the clarity and understanding, to the situation, no matter how it works. And you might even become clearer about, if it was you or is you who's a little insecure about the situations, you can actually start fixing that and saying, why am I a little scared of this situation, right? Why am I doing this? But for most of you, it's definitely them a little weary of your rejection. Okay, that's why they're not coming close to you. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.